Hey guys, welcome back and welcome in if you are new. So just a quick rundown. I actually went to a Dior event today, which was so fun. It was all about makeup. They had some skincare artists come in and then they had makeup artists as well. I actually had an esthetician that did both, which was kind of cool. I'll share her information with you, her Instagram handle. And then also there is a kind of famous gentleman. His name is Clint. He's really popular in the Dior community. He's one of their top artists. He does a lot of training when it comes to makeup. So I got to meet him and we chatted a bit and that was really cool. I got a picture with him and I will also share his socials with you so you can connect. But I had a great day and I wanted to go over what they did, and then also you guys know I had to pick up some little goodies and I was really surprised it came in a Dior bag because normally, so I went to Nordstrom and normally you get the Nordstrom bag. So to get the Dior bag was kind of fun, and I literally was walking around thinking I had a Nordstrom bag and being unassuming, but turns out I was carrying a Dior bag, so that was kind of fun realization. So I was in my fancy feels today. Okay, so let's go over the makeup. So we started out with skincare, and I'll pull all the items that she used. I didn't buy any of them because I already own them, but I'll show you what we used, how we used them, and then I'll get into the makeup. She started off with the Capture Total Super Potent Cleanser, which is kind of cool. So it was nice. Everything that she used on me today I owned. And it was funny because she's like, well, do you want to try something different? And I'm like, well, I have Capture Total, I have the Hydra Life, I have the Dior Snow, I have a couple of the Prestige lines. And she's like, oh my gosh, you have so much. And I'm like, I know. So we did stick with the Capture Total, which is nice because that's kind of my comfort zone. So she used the cleanser, did that, and she learned very quickly just how dry my skin is. I told her before we started, I said, just so you know, I have eczema. My skin is very dry. It's going to soak up whatever you use. And so she learned that very quickly, which was kind of funny. She said, oh my gosh, you really do. I know, tried to warn you. So she did the cleanser, and then she did the intensive lotion. And then she used a different serum. I'll put it up here on the screen for you. It was really nice. I didn't invest in it this time. I think I might try it though, but it's supposed to. So I did pull this one. This is the Capture Youth. I do use this one from time to time. As you can tell, it is a plumping filter, which is kind of cool. So I do use this one from time to time. However, I don't love the smell, which is why I don't grab for it. But she used something similar. So like I said, I'll have that picture here for you so you can check it out. I think it retails for $110. I think I just quickly looked it up while I was there, but I didn't purchase it. But I'm kind of thinking about it. So let me know if you guys are interested in me testing that out, because I am semi-interested myself. And then she used the Capture Total Cell Energy, which I always use as well. This is the thicker cream. Now I do use this mostly. If it's a warm day, I will switch to a lighter cream in the Hydra Life. I actually love that for summer. You guys already know that by now. So that's where she started with the skincare. Now, I let her know that makeup just doesn't sit well on my face. Now, in the camera, it looks great. If I get closer, I apologize in advance, but let me get closer because it just doesn't sit well. So we did kind of discuss what may be some factors in that, so we'll get into that too, but let's get a close-up for you. And then if you can see here, so this doesn't normally do it for me. I don't normally have that separation when I do it myself. For some reason, she was getting that separation today right here under the eyes. But it just does not sit well right here. I prefer my skin without makeup for this exact reason. It just, I mean, it really looks like makeup. You know, it doesn't have that kind of flawless. Now, this gal's makeup, oh my goodness, incredible. She just has the skin for it. She knows what she's doing. She did struggle with my skin, which I knew would happen. It did make me feel better to know that it is not just me who can't do it. You know, and she's a certified Dior makeup specialist, and she still struggled. And she actually pulled in this gentleman, Clint, and he kind of talked me through it as well, to what some of the issues were, and I won't know until I play around with it. So we'll go over that, but I did feel a little justified that my skin just doesn't do well with makeup as it currently sits. So anyway, we'll get to that. So the other things that she did is she used the Glow Veil Primer, which I already had. And again, it made me feel really good that the products I have are what she is suggesting. So again, heading in the right direction. She said that my formula is there. I just have to play around and tweak the way that it's done. So we'll see, you guys know I'm learning. We will continue going through this journey together. So, all right, Forever Glow Veil is the primer that she used on me. And then she also used the combination of the Skin Glow and the Skin Correct. So this is, again, I didn't have to buy it because I already own it. So this is the 2CR in the concealer that she used on me. Like I said, when I do the concealer myself, I usually don't have that kind of separation. So I think the way that I do it probably works better. I actually use the eye serum around my eyes, which she did not today. So I think that might be part of the issue. And then she used the 2CR foundation, which again made me feel really good that the gal that I have been working with, and I also work with Juan, so they have been doing a good job at keeping me on the right color path, which makes me feel really good about that. And then, so those are the face products. Now, you guys know that I got this not too long ago. This is the new Forever Glow Highlighter. I was really, really surprised. So I pulled this one because this is the only color I've been brave enough to buy. I'll put a picture here for you. She actually used this product, and she pulled it, and I'm like, what are you doing with that? And she said, oh, we're going to use that as a bronzer. And I'm like, excuse me? She goes, yeah. She said, because of my dry skin, I want to keep as much liquid on it as I can. So she actually used this in the darker shade as my bronzer. So along my cheek line, around my forehead, and then at my jawline. So cool. I will certainly be picking this up. I was going to pick it up today, but I got just like in my head, I was like, what am I buying? I don't even know. So I definitely didn't pick it up today. So I've already contacted Juan to let him know that I will be placing an order with him, and I'm going to get the darker shade because what a cool idea. I would have never ever thought to use this, which I think is a highlighter, as a bronzer. So super cool. So she did use that. And then on my cheeks, so this again was so interesting to me. She used the blush on my cheeks, which is so pretty. It's even prettier in person. So she did it here, and then she actually took it up around my eye socket and used it there. And this is the blush that she used. So this is the 001 Pink. So she used this one. But not only did she use it there, she actually used it as my eyeshadow. How cool is that? So she didn't use eyeshadow on me at all, which I was dumbfounded. She used eyeshadow and she used a pressed powder. I literally couldn't believe it. So there's no eyeshadow in this look at all. I literally was shocked. So this is what she used. Now, we were discussing, because I've been wanting to try the green eyeliner, the liquid green eyeliner, and she was like, oh my gosh, I've never used it, and I've been dying to use it. And she said with my color, my eye color being gray, so I don't have blue eyes, I don't have green eyes, I technically have gray eyes, which people always compliment me on my eyes and they just don't believe me that they're gray, but they are. Let's zoom in for you. So I definitely have gray eyes, which is kind of cool because they can lend to blue and green and gray, which is awesome. And she said with me having gray eyes that using the green liner will be incredible. And then she also suggested to use this darker shade, which luckily I already have. This is 012 Rosewood. This came with my Rosewood lip kit, which was cool. So she said, oh, it would look great with that. And I was like, I happen to have that. So I'm going to pick up the green eyeliner, and she just said that these two would be a great complement to do green on the eyes, and then to use this as she did with the blush around the eye socket, and then also for my eye color. So I can't wait to try that. I will be ordering that green eyeliner very soon, so we can go through this together. I'm super excited to try that. So the last thing is the Rosewood is what is on my lips. And actually these two came together. So I'm excited to already have most of the items that I want to try to recreate. Again, I want to try some new things with my skin. What she suggested is not doing all of it. So if I'm going to use a serum, don't use the thicker cream. If I'm going to use the thicker cream, do not use a serum. She did suggest using the thicker cream for at night when it's most beneficial and using a lighter cream during the day. She also suggested to try the serum and the lotion together to see if maybe that's a good combination, because right now my skin, the skin and the makeup are kind of fighting, so it's just kind of I don't know if coagulating is the right word, but it's just kind of bunching up and it's not really blending in like it should. It's just kind of sitting on top. So those were the couple options that the gal that did my face suggested, and also Clint, the gentleman who's great in Dior with all of their makeup, he's the one that's teaching other people, he suggested that as well, and I can't wait to try those things. But lastly, let me show you the things that I picked up today. So, oh, also look at these brows, you guys. Look at how long she drew my brows. I don't know if I like them that long. Like normally I take it up and around here so it would stop about here. She came out a little longer, and then she used brow gel, which I don't normally use. And oh, we didn't talk about the eyes. So she did, this is just a bit of, actually it is eyeshadow that she used, just a darker shade with a wet brush to kind of draw just at the lash line. And then she did mascara on the top and bottom, but she literally did no eyeliner on the top. Isn't that so interesting? And I actually really like the way it looks. I do shy away from the liner at the bottom. I usually just do the mascara and am done. But she did it completely differently than I would have, and I actually really like it, and I think it makes my eyes pop, which that's what makeup's supposed to do, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I think it looks pretty good. So that's all the stuff she did. Let's get into the items I purchased while I was in store today. All right, so here we go. We've got just a Dior bag. Now, unfortunately, no bells and whistles on this. I did get a couple freebies. I was about $30 away from the $200 mark, and there's no wiggle room. So it's either you hit that $200 and over to get the gift, or you don't. So she did send me out with a $50 minimum order item, which is the blue pouch. Now, oh, there might actually be stuff in there. So she said they don't normally get freebies in this location, but because they were having the event, they sent them some items to put together. So I did get the blue denim pouch, which this is actually the second one now. I have not unboxed that order with you guys yet, but we'll do that very soon. So I'll have 2 of these now. All right, let's see what I got. Maybe this won't be so bad. All right, some Dior tissue paper. Oh, okay. So there is a Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet perfume sample. We have a Sauvage EDP sample, and then the Maximizer 3D and the mascara to go with it. So 2 little miniatures there. Then she also sent me out with another sample of Blooming Bouquet, and then just the sample card of the Forever Glow Star filter. Also thinking of that, so she did suggest, and I did just order this. Again, we haven't opened it, but I did order the star filter, and they suggested using that in place of a foundation to see if maybe that's going to look a little better and wear better. So we've got a few things to try. I'll keep you posted. I can't be the only one out there with this dry skin issue that makeup's just not sitting well. So let me know in the comments below if this is something that you have a hard time with, and we'll try to work through it together. We'll see what's going to work best. Let's get into the 3 items that I did buy today. Now, again, I did not hit that $200 minimum. As you guys know, I have gone into some serious debt building this channel with Dior products. Dior, sponsor me already. Come on, guys. Give a gal some help. But anyway, so I am trying to be very cautious. You guys know I'm trying to get my finances back in order, get myself debt free. I know that I'm wasting so much money every month on just paying bills that I could be building something incredible with that money. So that's my goal. I know that we've talked about doing a finances video. That'll be coming soon. And also my finance guy wants to do a video together, which I think would be super cool. So again, let me know if that's something you're interested in. He's happy to give you advice, and I can definitely share his contact info with you. Okay, so I did pick up the Hydra Life. You guys know I love this. This is the thinner cream because I find that even though I like the Capture Total, I most days am putting this underneath because I love the hydration it gives me. However, it is not thick enough to last my skin all day, but I love that kind of barrier between my skin and then the heavier cream. So this is just a nice hydrating product if you haven't used it, and I love the smell. Oh, brand new. Okay, I'm not going to pop this one open yet. Let me show you on my current jar so you can see how thin, and it's so silky smooth. So I'll put that on my hand so you can see it. So here we have it. Now, this is, I don't even know, countless bottles, countless jars of this that I have used, but I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys know I ordered the wrong one at one time, so I was double checking. They are the same. So I absolutely love this. It smells incredible. It is nice and thin. So there we have it. And oh, I just love how moisturizing it is. Now again, because my skin is dry, it does soak this up. So I find putting the heavier cream on top tends to help lock it in and just lasts so much longer that way. But I really, really love it. It's so nice. Okay, so that's the first item that I picked up, was just a refill because this little guy is getting empty. The second item that I picked up, I actually don't own. I've never had it, so I've been wanting to try it. And every time I ask for it, it's sold out. So this is a great thing that this gal had it for me today. So this is the brow gel, which again, I have never used. The gal that did my makeup today, she used the darker one. I'm not used to my brows being so... what's the word? Noticeable? They just kind of fade into the background. Like, I mean, it's part of my face, but they don't stand out. And to me today, they stand out because she did the darker brow gel, and then she also used the brow pencil, which I will say I have been leaving out because I trimmed my brows last week and I cut this one so short that I have to fill it in right here just a little bit. So I have been leaving my pencil out and using this. I really do like that. And also, did you know, I had no idea. I've been using this for a while. It has a spoolie on the end. I had no idea. I was playing with the lid one day because it twists up from the bottom, if you don't know. Or yeah, from the tip here. And so I was playing with one day and this just kept turning and I was like, what is in here? Boom, spoolie. The things you learn when you have no idea what you're doing. So anyway, I use that all the time, but I've never used a brow gel, and they had the clear today. So I went ahead and picked that up. So that is what it looks like. And then the last thing I bought, I would have never purchased this for myself because my skin being dry, I've always been told never use powder, never use powder. But I definitely wanted to try this. And it's new. You guys would have seen it. And I'm glad that I actually saw this in person because I've been trying to order the lighter version online and everybody's out. Every store is out. Dior online is out. Juan is out. Nobody has the lighter version with the pink stripe. So I went ahead and actually picked up the darker version because even the darker version is still light. But, you know, I don't really have the issue with it being so dry up here and along here where I'm primarily going to use it. So I wanted to try doing the powder version of this new contouring powder. So I'm really excited to have that. And the packaging is just gorgeous. It's that beautiful embroidered ganache pattern, the new gold look on there. So very, very pretty. I did try to pick up the press powder again. Always shy away from the powders, but I tried to pick up the press powder today in 2CR. However, this location was out of it, so I'm going to have to order it. I actually want to see if Juan has it. I prefer ordering from him. You guys know that. So I'm going to try to order from him first. But again, she did use powder in some places, and as you can see, I actually do have some shine, and I want that beautiful glow look, but I don't want it to look shiny. So I do want to try to get some of that pressed powder in my color to maybe try in these shinier spots and see how it works. So lots of discoveries and lots of new trial and error, but I'll keep you guys posted and let me know if you want to see it. All right, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, you guys take care. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.